this got to be the. This got to. I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say. Right? They took Jack Campbell with the 18th pick. Right? And I assume they tried to move down. Um, Jack Campbell was a second round pick. 6'4" and a half, 250. He ran a 4.65, which I don't think is terrible. Almost had a 40-inch vertical jump. I I don't have nothing bad to say. Jameer Gibbs even thought the Lions reached. Jack Campbell. I don't know, man. I like the Gibbs pick, but a GM did say he only felt like there was 15 players with a first round grade. An anonymous GM said that. Michael Parsons stamped Jameer Gibbs, said it's not going to be that many linebackers that can stick with him. My head hurt here, bro. My head literally fucking hurts. I heard what Braylon Network said, don't pick him. And he was talking about in the second round. And yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Um, Iowa's known for giving you good linemen on both sides of the field. I mean, the guys that were available. There were other guys available. Jackson Smith with Jigba, Zay Flowers, um, Nolan Smith from Florida State. He was there, but people saying this was a Dan Campbell pick. I, 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 I don't know, bro. I just really don't know. Um, I'm pretty sure Chris Spielman was in on it. He do have 4 picks in the last 2 years. 2 forced fumbles the last 2 years and 3 fumble recoveries. So he got a knack for the football. But this is just not, what he is physically. But run support, he's exactly what you need. If this was the 80s, he'd be a perfect linebacker. But the thing about it, I'm not worried about it is Anazoni is not athletic at all. And he works in a system. So Jack Campbell down, he got fluid hips. He come down and drop the bone. I mean, what you want to do is feel the run. I just feel like there were better options there. And you could have used some of your draft capital and moved back up in the second round and got him. I'm pretty sure they attempted to move backwards. I know Dallas wanted to move up and get Bijan Robinson. He went super early. I know Kansas City was interested in getting Zay Flowers, but it got to make sense for them. You can't be, well, we're going to move all the way from 18 to 31. And because you got to remember, too, Miami forfeited a pick. We can't move all the way 18 to 31. You give us a third round pick or some bullshit. It got to be something worth our while. So, but he a football player. Big physical. I mean, 4.65 ain't slow. It ain't slow at all. The way Braylon was making it seem, but he's a heavier linebacker, man, and you gotta ask yourself, man, where does he help you at right away? You just paid Anna's only. You could have got Nolan Smith, and he could have kind of helped you in the off the edge, and he could have helped you as an off the ball linebacker as he developed. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like I said, I never in Fred Warner to be honest, like I told y'all, 4.65 wasn't bad. Fred Warner, one of the best inside linebackers in the league, ran a 4.64. So I think Jack Campbell does a great job at dropping at 6'5". He does a great job at dropping, flipping his hips, and he has ball skills. And he could fill you up in the run game. He filling holes. And he got a knack for the football, kick return. He about almost 3 inches taller than inch and a half taller than Fred Warner. So I you know what, man, looking at his athletic ability, I ain't mad at it. Because one thing you gonna get with him is somebody that's gonna fill that hole, and somebody who fit what they do. And I don't think 465 is you look at Nakobe Dean last year, he didn't do any workouts, but we could just say, let's say we think he's a 4-4 guy that went to Philadelphia out of Georgia. Let's say we think he's a 4-4 guy. But y'all rather have the size and Jack Campbell speed. I just, from my aspect of it, I just think it was reach. I think if you wanted to, you could have moved back up and still got him, or he could have failed. I like Miles Murphy. As long as it wasn't a tight end, I just say that. As long as it wasn't no fucking tight end, we good. But I like Jackson Smith-Njigba, and maybe the injury concerns there with Jackson Smith-Njigba. Holmes ain't took an injury player yet, so that's good. A lot of people like Nolan Smith. Not a lot of production though there. Joey Porter Jr. could have been another guy. Lucas Van Ness, he already had went. And one thing about these Iowa dudes, they're running pretty good. 4.58 for the Lucas Van Ness guy. Tharte Banks, Jordan Addison, Kalaji Kinsey. So I mean, they got some work to do in the second round tomorrow. And don't rule them out moving back into the first, but I think I think they had two reaches of the night. But only time gonna tell. Only time to tell. I think they had two really good reaches, big reaches. I think you could have got Jahmyr Gibbs at 18. Yeah, Michael was talking about that. And obviously you work watching out for Kansas City for Jahmyr Gibbs moving up and Zay Flowers, and maybe he's kind of a Patriot guy too, the gadget guy. Somebody the Patriots can use. So maybe you're worried about the Patriots. But I think they reached with both picks. But I'm fine with Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm fine with Jack Campbell as long as it wasn't a tight end. I don't give a fuck at this point. Kind of sizing Jack Campbell up. I mean, let's talk about Eric Kendricks for a minute, right? He's one of my favorite guys. He was something, Minnesota released him. He only 31 at this point too. I think he's a little bit undersized. I won't say under. Well, today's linebacker are undersized. So he ran a 4.61. So 38-inch vertical, 19 reps. So I mean, all these guys are comparable, bro. So I mean, all these guys are pretty comparable. And he was only 6 foot, and Jack Campbell's what I say, he's almost 6'5", 6'4.5". So I mean, Campbell, I believe, is athletic enough. What I didn't like, to clarify it, I didn't like you took two reaches. But then again, we go all the way back. To what I said in the beginning, what I just said in the beginning of the video, and I said it a couple of times, is the fact that a GM said he only had 15 guys with first round grades, an anonymous GM. So at the end of the day, if he was the highest rated on the board, Brad Holmes gonna be under a microscope. Usually, he's taking chances on injury-prone guys or guys that's injured. Now he's gonna be on the hook for two reaches. And then with Jack Campbell, he ain't gonna probably start right away. But usually linebackers take some time. So you get one guy who brings some speed to the table. You get another guy, and a receiver ain't went as far as I made this video. So Kalaji Kinsey just went to Tampa, and then you get one guy in Jahmyr Gibbs, who people going, he's gonna be sprinkled in here and there. We're gonna assist David Montgomery, and then you get Jack Campbell, who probably gonna sit in a deep freezer for a while. So unless injury happens, so I really don't know exactly kind of what the game plan is. I don't know. I was just happy it wasn't a tight end. So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in description. Hit the link tree, find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Rasheed Sports Talk. Appreciate it. Subscribe to me on or follow me and rate me on Spotify. Appreciate that. You can find me on TikTok Motor City Talk 313. So appreciate that too. Peace.